Good evening and welcome to Newswatch 12 at 6. I'm Dan Hagan. Finding childcare in northern Wisconsin can be a challenge. There aren't a lot of facilities to choose from, and the ones that are here are likely full. In Price County, a childcare center recently moved locations, setting them up for expansion. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson tells us what changes will be made.
When Janet Hoffman was growing up in Park Falls, she didn't go to a child care facility.
I didn't go to preschool. I went straight into kindergarten, and at that time it was just a half-day program.
She's still in Price County and realizes things aren't the same nowadays. Many families have two working parents.
It was a lot different when I was growing up.
Janet chose a career in childcare because she knows it's needed.
I really feel all areas, and I think it's everywhere, are really having a hard time with high quality childcare.
Janet works at the Phillips Head Start Center, which had its open house to give the community a chance to learn more. The community of Phillips and surrounding areas don't have a lot of options for childcare. The new Head Start gives families another option for children ages 3 to 5 and even younger ages in the future. Head Start focuses on academic and social skills, as well as providing other important services to families.
We are here to really be that support system for the preschool age children.
After around 9 years of being located at the Phillips School District, Executive Director Jeannie Meyer is glad the program has its own space now.
We just have so many other opportunities and expansions when it comes to your own facilities.
Head Start has been in Price County for nearly a decade, and their mission hasn't changed.
I just think it's really important for kids to get ready for school. It's a journey. You're starting here and you're moving forward. So it really prepares them for the next step.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Phillips, I'm Morgan Johnson.
The Phillips Head Start Center currently serves 24 children with hopes to add more once the facility expands. Meteorologist Conrad Supinski joins us now. Conrad, a pleasant spring day out there today, finally.
Yeah, it was finally. We had some warmer temperatures near average, as our average is supposed to be around 59 degrees. We pretty much came right around that, but some thicker clouds are rolling in because we have another low pressure system. All of this and lots of moisture with this system will be moving in overnight tonight, pretty much by the morning hours tomorrow, then lasting throughout the day into the overnight hours on Saturday and into Sunday. But this won't be a continuous rain event. It will be more on the spotty end, but whenever it does come in, it will come in with waves of heavier rain out there. But enjoy those temperatures out there today, because cooler temperatures are back by tomorrow and lasting through Sunday. But look at those 60s out there for most of the state out there. We have some 57 degrees here in Rhinelander, but tonight temperatures will continue to drop into the lower 40s. Dan?
Third graders in the school district of Rhinelander are working to better the world by starting a penny war. Students have been learning about issues pertaining to water and learned that many people in Africa do not have access to fresh water. The students want to be part of a solution, so they are raising money to buy water filters that will be sent to African communities. Each filter costs about $75 and has the ability to clean enough water for everyone in an African village around the size of Rhinelander for 250 days. The penny war will be taking place from May 9th to May 20th at each of the Rhinelander area elementary schools. Each school has set a goal of $400. A section of State Highway 13 in Price County will be reduced to one lane throughout May. A bridge replacement will also close a section of Highway YY. A road crew will be working on crack sealing work in the towns of Worcester and Hackett. The project is anticipated to be completed by May 26th. The Highway Department will also be closing the County Highway YY Bridge approximately 1,000 feet north of State Highway 86. Traffic will be diverted for the bridge replacement project that is anticipated to be completed by July of 2022. Rhinelander novelist Victoria Houston will be speaking at Nicolet College in May to discuss her newest book. Houston is born and raised in Rhinelander and has written a series of mystery novels based in the North Woods. She just released her latest book, Wolf Hollow. Houston will speak at the Nicolay College Theater on May 25th at 6:30. Free tickets are available in advance at the Rhinelander District Library. As temperatures warm, spring cleaners are out in full force, but there is one thing to keep in mind as you tidy your oak trees. Oak wilt is a disease that can spread rapidly. It's a fungal infection carried by bugs. April 15th marked the start of a high-risk season.
During the spring and early summer is the high-risk time period for overland transmission of oak wilt when the beetles can carry it. Those beetles are attracted to fresh wounds.
The high-risk season continues into July, so it's important to keep this in mind when cleaning up. While it's not a big problem in the northwoods of Wisconsin, it's important to keep it away. Otherwise, it can spread quickly.
Once a tree has oak wilt, that fungus moves down into the root system, and it can move to neighboring trees through grafted roots. And in that way, you can get an expanding pocket of mortality from oak wilt.
If you absolutely have to prune your oak tree, you can cover the wound with tree paint, but it must be immediately done within 15 minutes of pruning. Otherwise, the tree's chance of infection is a lot more likely. Social media gets a lot of bad press for all the bad it does, but it does have a nicer side now and then. How a woman found a new kidney through TikTok. After Weather with Conrad right here on Newswatch 12.
Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Bone and Joint Walk-In Care.
See the exceptional selection of jewelry at Golden Carat Jewelers. Artistic handmade jewelry by Michu and Bella Trois. Fashion-forward designs by Mira T. and Frederick Sage. The latest trends and the forever classics from Facet Barcelona, Catan, and more. Your full-service jewelry store in downtown Minocqua, Golden Carat Jewelers has a surprise for everyone.
Culver's couldn't have started anywhere but in Sauk City, Wisconsin. Still today, we are a family restaurant. Here, nearby farms grow the food we eat, smiles are contagious, and everyone is someone's neighbor. It's a place where our love of fresh food is as strong as our love for each other. It's a feeling of welcome you'll notice the moment you stop by. Because where we come from has made us who we are, and for that, we couldn't be more proud. Welcome to Delicious.
I come here to do homework because they have free Wi-Fi. They don't say anything as long as I buy something.
When there's a lot of noise, it's hard to focus, but I listen to music to try and drown it out. When the Wi-Fi cuts out, I can't finish my homework. That's why I started getting D's.
Millions of children rely on public Wi-Fi to study. U.S. Cellular is donating up to $13 million in hotspots to help youth in need. Because every child deserves the same opportunity to learn.
This is the purpose-built Ford F-150. It's a beast with brains. It's got, you know what? Skip this video. Go see one at your local Ford dealer.
Get here to know F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for yourself. Then get one your way with a custom order that receives priority, plus an extra $1,000 bonus cash and incentive protection, guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery, all on a Ford, built for you, by you. Order your 2022 F-150 to lock in a great offer, plus get an extra $1,000 retail order bonus cash.
Happy Friday, everyone. Hopefully you're enjoying those warm temperatures out there right now and more scenes like this behind me with finally that ice starting to melt out there in most of the lakes right now. And all that ice will continue to melt, especially with those warmer temperatures and some rain falling out there by the weekend with our next low pressure system starting to move in by tomorrow morning. Look at all of this precipitation stretching from Canada all the way down south to Oklahoma, where severe thunderstorms and even possibility of a tornado might be possible by tomorrow. But overall, this is going to be a slow-moving system starting by the morning hours tomorrow and then lasting through Sunday and into the morning hours on Monday. But this will be more of a spotty rain, and heavier rain batches will be moving in throughout the day on Saturday and even into Sunday. So what we're thinking is around half an inch to an inch of rain in most locations, but definitely spotty higher amounts. Look at Lady Smith, might come in at 1.45 inches of rain, so even close to an inch and a half of rain, which is quite a good amount of rain in a matter of 2 days. But gusty winds will be another big issue with this one. Look at these gusty winds out there coming close to even 40 miles per hour from north, from even the UP down here to Wausau area, Rhinelander, and even by Stevens Point, where we might even get gusts to near 40 miles per hour tomorrow before the winds start to diminish as the storm starts to move out by Sunday night and into the morning hours on Monday. But hey, enjoy those temperatures out there right now. We have really mild temperatures, finally some close to average temperatures in most locations, with Rhinelander coming in at 57 degrees, Stevens Point at 59. Look at Eau Claire coming in at 66 degrees right now. So really mild temperatures. Finally, some close to average temperatures, as our average high is supposed to be around 59 degrees with an average low of around 34. So finally, some nicer weather is back, but unfortunately, yep, some cooler weather is back, folks. Look at these 40s by the weekend, 47 on Saturday, 49 on Sunday, and starting to boost back up into the 50s by Monday, then back down by Tuesday with some more chances of rain, and then finally closer to average temperatures by beginning of May. But still, this cooler below average trend will be continuing for the next week or week and a half. But first, we need to deal with those cooler temperatures tonight, around 41 degrees with clouds starting to thicken up, some more rain back in the forecast tomorrow, and really windy conditions, but our big 7-day outlook does show the rain start to move out, and finally some nicer weather starting Wednesday. Dan?
The world's most popular internet search tool is expanding its removal policies, letting people request the removal of some personal information from searches. Google says people could already request the removal of sensitive, personally identifiable information such as bank or credit card numbers and medical records. Google says the availability of personal contact information online can be used in harmful ways. The company does note removing content from Google searches won't remove it from the internet, just search results. With the weather finally seeming to turn, people are beginning to clean their yards, and the city of Rhinelander is helping residents with their debris. Rhinelander's spring yard cleanup is going on from May 9th to the 20th, and officials will be guaranteeing pickup for yard waste left on the curbside. There are a few requirements, however. The city will not pick up dark-colored or non-see-through bags. Brush must be free of rope, wire, lumber, or other debris and be neatly piled with cut ends of the limbs facing the street. Bags containing a mixture of yard waste and household rubbish or garbage will not be picked up. Residential brush may also be delivered to the Public Works Garage, 7 a.m. 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. A jury has found an 86-year-old man guilty of the 1975 murder of his wife in Door County. Richard Pierce was convicted Friday of killing Carol Jean Pierce and disposing of her body. Carol Jean Pierce hasn't been seen since September 5th, 1975. Police say Richard Pierce moved to Sheboygan, Michigan, and had a new girlfriend shortly after Carol Jean's disappearance. A missing persons report for Carol Jean was filed 82 days later. The jury returned a verdict of guilty on counts of first-degree murder and disinterment of dead. Pierce remains in custody awaiting sentencing, which is scheduled for August 5th. He has maintained his innocence throughout the process. A California woman was diagnosed with a chronic kidney disease. She desperately needed a donor, so she turned to TikTok. Regina Ureta has the story.
That's right. It started with a video posted here on TikTok. That's where Ruby decided to share her survival struggles after being diagnosed with chronic kidney disease stage 5. With that video, she was able to find the one person that could save her life.
I need to pause.
With tears in her eyes, Ruby recounts the moment her doctor told her it would take almost a decade to find a match who would help her replace one of her kidneys.
I just was in shock mode. I didn't understand why it happened to me if I've always been very healthy.
Ruby was 23 when her entire life took a turn. She says at one point her only focus was attending college, but that quickly changed after experiencing excruciating symptoms.
Every time I would wake up, I would have my face would be swollen and my under eyes particularly.
After being diagnosed, her doctor told her she would need to undergo dialysis treatment. That treatment only caused her even more discomfort and robbed her of a normal life.
All kinds of consequences to either peritoneal or hemodialysis, but if you have kidney failure, you absolutely need it.
Just when she started to lose all hope, her doctors gave her the idea that would change her life once again.
So one day I posted my story on TikTok, and continued posting my story of my kidney journey.
As she posted her video on TikTok, a donor, Sandra Leone, reached out and offered to be her donor.
I messaged her and I asked her if she had found a donor. And I would scroll through her comments. I saw that a lot of people were commenting. And I remember when I reached out to her, she did tell me that she hadn't found anybody. So I let her know that I was already in the process and that I would talk to my coordinator.
With the same blood type and being similar in age, they became a perfect match, giving Ruby a perfect kidney and gaining a new sister in the life she never thought would be possible to enjoy again.
I don't know how to explain it. Like, I know she's my soulmate.
When you think of the Wizard of Oz, you probably think of those ruby red slippers, but what about Dorothy's dress? After the break, we'll learn how the iconic apparel ended up at an auction. That's after the break.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
It's not an I thing, Dad. It's a we thing.
Get 25% off after spending $25 when you order online. Order now at papamurphys.com.
Don't miss your chance to get 11% off your entire bathroom update from Menards. Zinsser Smart Coat is an advanced paint and primer in one with ultra smooth coverage, superior adhesion, and exceptional washability. Interior flat paint is only $23.98 after 11% rebate. Lions has what you need to give your bathroom a fresh, updated look. Shop the largest selection of bathtubs and showers. Hurry in to get 11% off all Lions bath and shower products.
Save big money at Menards.
When you drive a Honda, the adventures go on and on. Follow your adventures with the rugged power of Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
Exciting things call for a drum roll, like this new offer on one of Wisconsin's favorite lotto games. It's Super Cash with Lightning Ball. During April, there's a 1 in 3 chance that the Lightning Ball strikes a set of 2 plays. When it does, players get an extra number, which means better odds of winning a prize. Top prize not included. Only in April. This exciting offer from the Wisconsin Lottery is going fast.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
It's not an I thing, Dad. It's a we thing.
Get 25% off after spending $25 when you order online. Order now at papamurphys.com.
There's no place like home, and soon one famous prop from The Wizard of Oz will have a new home. One of Dorothy's dresses from the iconic 1939 film will be auctioned off next month in Los Angeles and could sell for upwards of $1.2 million. This week, it's been on display at Bonham's Auction House in New York City. According to Bonham's Auction House, it's one of 5 dresses that are known to exist. Judy Garland wore this particular dress during the scene in the Wicked Witch's castle, and her name is inscribed inside the fabric. The auction is set for May 24th. Actor Willem Defoe is set to receive an honorary doctorate from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee next month. University officials announced Friday that Defoe will receive the Doctorate of Arts on May 22nd. He's slated to speak at the school's 2 graduation ceremonies that day. Defoe attended UW-Milwaukee in 1973 and 1974 before leaving to become part of an independent experimental theater company. Defoe said in a statement that his time at the university was a very formative and positive experience. After the break, we'll take one final look at your forecast, but first, here's this week's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Okay, so there were two bald eagles sitting on a perch. One turns to the other one and says, "You smell something fishy?" All right, we're going to start this week's Big Old Fish with Caleb Strode from Rothschild. And if you watch Big Old Fish over the last few seasons with any regularity, you've seen a few fish that Caleb sent in, like this beautiful 35-inch northern pike. Says this gator was caught on a tip-up, and the fish was released. Well, that doesn't surprise me, Caleb. You catch plenty of big old fish and release them to fight again another day, and that's pretty awesome. Keep on reeling them in. Next up on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Dennis Burkus from Minocqua, who caught this absolute tank of a northern pike that measured in at 40.5 inches. Now, it goes on to say that he caught it on a tip-up using a big sucker in 8 feet of water on a local Minocqua area waterway. Well, I'll tell you what, 40.5 inches, northern pike, yep, that is one big old fish. Way to go, Dennis. Keep on reeling them in. Finally, on this week's Big Old Fish, we have 13-year-old Ryan Dietz from Wisconsin Rapids, who caught this stout 35-inch northern pike on Lake Babadosh on the last tip-up of the day with a shiner. 35 inches, northern pike. Yeah, it's pretty much safe to say that is a big old fish. Way to go, Ryan. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Norling taxidermy fish meal is on our website, wjfw.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
With Angus beef, melty Swiss, and bacon between toasted sourdough. Oh, yeah. The Frisco Angus Burger is for those who know an icon when they see one. Because flavor like this is always in style. Bite into the Frisco Angus Burger, part of the Frisco menu, only at Hardee's.
Moments of life are special, and suffering from diabetes should not get in the way. US Med's mission is to find ways to make your diabetes more manageable and more comfortable. You deserve to enjoy life without the constant reminder of living with diabetes. If you monitor with 4 or more tests per day, inject insulin 3 or more times per day, or use an insulin pump, you may qualify to receive a continuous glucose monitor, the latest in diabetes technology. A continuous glucose monitor provides blood sugar readings without uncomfortable finger sticks and alerts you real time to potentially harmful spikes in your blood sugar levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurance companies. If you're a caretaker for someone who suffers from diabetes or have diabetes yourself and meet these conditions, please call our diabetic specialist now to see if you qualify for your continuous glucose monitor.
If you're living with diabetes and using insulin, you know the pain of pricking your fingers over and over again. By wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce the pain of pricking your fingers right away. If you're testing your blood sugar 4 more times per day, injecting insulin 3 or more times per day, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetic Health Hotline today and learn about the latest CGM technology. Not only can a CGM immediately reduce pain, it's accurate, easy to use, and helps you make better diabetes treatment decisions. And if you have Medicare, you can get a new CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost. We'll also provide free shipping of your new CGM, and we'll bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 more times per day and injecting insulin 3 or more times per day, or using an insulin pump, call now and learn how to receive your new continuous glucose monitor at little or no out-of-pocket cost.
With ham, melty cheese, and an egg on toasted sourdough. Oof. The recipe for standing out is keeping things simple, making this breakfast your most iconic meal of the day. Bite into the Frisco Breakfast Sandwich, part of the Frisco menu, only at Hardee's.
We got some cloudy skies out there right now, but more rain is back in the forecast, showing up on the radar in green. And it will become heavy at times throughout the day on Saturday and into Sunday. Showing up here with the yellow and the orange on the radar, maybe even some thunderstorms just to the south of us. But overall, this will be all rain event as temperatures have finally warmed up near the average mark. Look at most of Wisconsin, pretty much in the 50s to even 60s. Eau Claire coming in the mid 60s out there, closer to 70 degrees. Not quite as warm here, but look at those 50s, almost 60 degrees back starting middle of next week.
Okay, thank you, Conrad. I wish that rain would not hit us during the weekend, but what can you do? We'll have more news and sports and weather for you tonight on Newswatch 12 at 10.